PEINTEINGU! Are you fucking serious? You ruined my intro for a clothing line? The nerve! PEINTEINGU! PEINTEINGU, goo, 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 goo. PEINTEINGU, goo, 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 goo. PEINTEINGU. Yes, it is time. It is time for PEINTEINGU. Welcome to PEINTEINGU. Brother Demon Hunter Brero, Brother Griffu, welcome. Welcome, one and all, both of you, to PEINTEINGU. Pardon my, I hope you couldn't hear me clicking away and typing there. I forgot to put the Streamlabs link in the fucking description there this morning. All these new little, like these little details that I need to get used to if I'm going to, have a successful stream, all this fucking clickety click, mouse moving tab bollocks that I have to fucking deal with now, which is just hilarious. I have to sit down tonight and learn how to use Streamlabs because StreamYard started asking me for money because I was streaming so much. You sir are a content machine. Give us money. It's like, no, I will simply use another platform until I actually have some money. Oh, God. Right. Haro, Defenderu. Haro. I storu yo honoru. First to. I think that's like on my screen. I don't know what it's like on your end, but Demon Hunter Bear, he's generally here first, and he was here first this morning. So my apologies, Griffu, but I do not think this time you were first to. Does Ira have access to the tip ball? No, he does not. The only people who have access to the tip ball are the female, myself, and Little Bitch Bear. I have been merciful upon him. He will still get some of the tips, He was weeping, and being a former god and now mortar, I have developed compassion. Despite my greatest efforts, I have developed compassion. And as a result, I have decided to have mercy upon the little bitch. We all have our demons to conquer, and his demon to conquer allegedly is addiction and multiple weaknesses of character, such as gluttony, laziness. Come to think of it, he and I have a lot in common. I was first to Reich. I just seen the second thumbs up show up there a second ago. Go on, Griff. You do have me there. That's hilarious. Like, hello, Defenderoo. I am first to here. And then Griff comes in and it's like, aha, but I am the first to press the button. First to press the button. Right. Okay. Now, I am hoping that, like, well, I'm not hoping. I'm assuming. I probably shouldn't assume. But, like, when I get used to working with Streamlabs and stuff like that, I think you can do similar stuff to StreamYards, like share screen and stuff. So there's going to be a few things that, like, in the future that I'm going to attempt to change for the routine and stuff. Gosh, it's got really dark, hasn't it? It's been raining constantly today. It does. The heavenly light is not shining through the window like it usually is. Like, but alas, the heavenly light shall just have to shine from within me and within you on PEINTEINGU. To Ikarindi Beru, welcome to PEINTEINGU. We find ourselves in Equatorial Guinea, the continent, not the island. We're on the coast, and a metropolis is being besieged by a kaiju. What kind of kaiju? The only kind of kaiju that PEINTEINGU could afford. A giraffe kaiju. Mr. Miggers has escaped from the clutches of the bat of Jack. I was thinking, like, just sitting here gathering my chi before I went live, that I'm gonna, like, speech bubbles have become like a thing in the last few PEINTEINGUs, so I think I'm gonna put a speech bubble on Miggles the kaiju, and I want to do something like, where's the bat? I find the idea that, like, Miggles getting away from Jacobat and then, like, fucking turning into a kaiju and then besieging Africa is just fucking hilarious on so many levels. Get your shine on, and not the moon kind, at least not until work is done. When I came into the room there a minute ago, I was like, Jesus, it's after getting real dark. The cloud coverage here is just insane. I wonder if I can show you the outside of the window now that the light... Oh, yeah, look! Right, so there's a place across from me that used to be called, like, I don't know, Muggins or something, and it just says Mug. It's just, like... When we first moved here, I thought that was hilarious. I was like, does that seriously just say Mug? You probably can't make it out. This sign here on the building across the road just says Mug on it. Like, the sign's been cut in half. Like, now you still can't see it as a result of light. I'm seriously so bad at the mirroring shit. Right here, like, when I look out the window here, yeah, I can see just, like, the horizon of hills and grassy hills and such. And there's a mountain range. It's called a mountain range, but in all fair, like, the way I judge mountains is, like, if you can walk up it and you don't need to climb at all, it's not a fucking mountain. It's just a big hill. And in my personal humble opinion, I don't, like, they're not fucking mountains. They're fucking hills. Bye, you beautiful bitch. I love you. Migaroo. I posted the picture of the other PEINTEINGU with the niggeroo, like, in the fucking speech bubble for the moon and all, like, and, like, nobody's, like, flagged me or anything or reported me. So, and I'd say the algorithm, like, fucking looks at that and just, like, doesn't recognize it and shit, which I think is hilarious. Like, do you know what I mean? I do, like, don't get me wrong, I do feel like I'm being a little bit chutzpah-ish by being like, it's not nigger, it's nigger-oo. But I love it. I seriously can't get enough of it. Like, no markers yet. No, they'll be here within the next 2 to 5 working days. I got a letter in the post this morning, and it was from the Irish Postal Service on Post, which is basically just the post, which I've always thought was hilarious. Like, our postal service is literally just called the Post. Like, it's fucking gas. Yeah, I got a letter in the door this morning, and it was from customs, and it fucking cost me €40 to release them from customs. I was like, are you fucking serious? Jesus Christ! Like, it's actually hilarious how much money, like, that I have spent just like getting packages to people. Like it fucking cost me like, I think it cost me like 50 or 60 quid one time to send a painting to someone because it like weighed a bit. Fucking hilarious to me. Like I'm walking, like I'm on fucking welfare, trying to build a business from the ground up using my art and shit. Like, and I am making money. Like, do you know what I mean? Like fucking 450 quid for one painting is not fucking bad. Like, you know, and like I'll make like 450 on a painting, and it's like I sound just like Owen, where it's like, you think I'm making money? Yeah, I make 450 quid on a painting, and then like 400 euro of it goes on fucking more paint, more paper, postal services, fucking like packaging, bubble wrap, all this fucking shit. Like, man, money goes like that. It's fucking hilarious. Like, 'tis fleeting. The fucking financial confoundery we find ourselves in these days is fleeting as fuck. Yeah, indeed, as Scouts likes to say, thanks, Jews. Oh, it's fucking hilarious. Like I'll similar to Owen, I'll be like, you know, fucking yeah, like don't fucking besmirch the postal service. Like, do you know what I mean? Like they're fucking bang on pretty much all the time. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I've never lost a package or whatever. And even if you do lose a package, they give you reference numbers so you can find out where they are and shit. And if they get lost, they just get sent back to the sender and stuff. Like, so it's a pretty fucking solid system. But like there still are a few things where it's like, oh, well, this has come through customs and stuff internationally from the United States, so that's going to cost you about 40 quid, my guy. I'm looking a bit Rudolph this morning. I woke up this morning and I like scratched my nose and I was like, what the fuck? I have like a blackhead on like a spot on the inside of my right nostril. It's quite irritating. Especially when you have an epic, you know, fucking nose profile like I do. I might do PEINTEINGU coins, you know, like with the fucking with the top knot and all on, like, do you know what I mean? I could just do a side profile of me on a coin. PEINTEINGU coins would be amazing. Is your postman named Pat? Unfortunately, not. Although having said that, I mean, there probably are like, how fucking funny would that be actually if I could find a list like of all the employed postmen like in Ireland, and I guarantee you a few of them are called Pat. Like I fucking guarantee you a few of them are called Pat. Like if a few of them aren't called Pat, I'll actually be disappointed. But unfortunately, my one's not called Pat. My guy is some dude on a bicycle that just cycles around the town in all fucking weather. Like you should have seen him earlier on. Like, or was it? Is it yesterday? It was yesterday or the day before. I seen a dude cycling around, and I was like, oh, that's probably my new card, like coming in the post there. Because I fucking fell for a scam there the other day, like some point last week, where because Scouse has been sending me a package, but it's taken him ages because he's like putting stuff in the package and like he's getting new ideas and stuff. Then he had to get something off a mate because he did like a painting of me and shit. Like it's gonna be amazing when it shows up. I know it. Like I'll be like a giddy schoolgirl opening the thing. Like fucking. Actually, I might do a fucking. Look how Asian I am when I take on my beard. Like I'm like Pai Mei or fucking Kill Bill. Like Hiran PEINTEINGU. You know. But anyway. I might do an unboxing when that shows up, you know, but I don't know if I'll be able to. I won't be able to fucking hold my piss. Do you know what I mean? I'll be like sitting there with the box, be like, I want to open it. I'm such a child. But yeah, cost me 48 US to get it to you. Now you pay again. What the fuck? Yeah, stop. I know it's unreal. Like fucking. It cost me like 50 quid one time. I think, who did I fucking... I sent a painting to fucking Moon Jazz King, whatever that nigga's name is. He used to show up to PEINTEINGU every so often, but like he was a bit of a weirdo. So I was like, you know, fucking get the fuck out of here. You know, like when someone's just like asking you in the chat to like paint one of the female bears like big beautiful breasts in the PEINTEINGU, I was just like, dude, fuck, like. But like, you know, a few other people like and follow him on Instagram and shit like that. He seems like a sweet enough guy. He's got a missus and kids and stuff like. But there's just certain people where you're like, yeah, you know, I sent a painting to him and it cost me like 50, 60 quid or something because of where he is. And like, I had a frame and shit like that. Like, I do want to get more frames, you know, because like I said before, I sent a few people things in the tubes all rolled up. And I was like, I don't like that. I don't like, I want it to get to you and it to be like presented and flat and shit. Like, you know, excommunicado. Exactly. Like, you know, it's just what, like, yes, the bear community is absolutely fantastic, and God bless everyone in it. Like, you know what I mean, and bless Owen for creating it. Shit, like, but like, there's still you get them everywhere. Like, you know what I mean. We've dealt with our fair share of gammas and freaks and stuff like that. Like, and I'm not saying Moon King is a gamma or a freak. He's a bit of a freak, but like, so am I, in various ways. Like, but what kind of freak? That is the question. Odd duck. Yeah, he's a bit of an odd duck. He's a bit of an odd duck, but he's like I don't get like a bad vibe off him. Do you know what I mean? It's just like I would rather not be associated with the slightly more degenerate, like there's a few trolls. Like, do you know what I mean? Well, not trolls. I describe him as a troll because he kind of looks like a troll. Like, I've had nothing but all right interactions with him apart from that one time on stream. Like, there was a female bear that was it Stacy Mack or some shit like that. Like, she fucking left during the Jort Wars, like, and nice woman, like, you know. She was on PEINTEINGU and she was in the chat and all, and he was like, fucking, you know, I'm like, what am I gonna paint today and all, and like blah blah, like, you know, just shooting the shit and stuff. And he was putting it in the chat. He was like, paint Stacy's big beautiful breasts, like, and the dude is like married with children. Do you know what I mean? And you're on the internet putting that in a chat, like, it's just like, like, Owen's right, like, do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you're a Jew, it doesn't matter if you're a fucking Catholic or Christian or a Protestant or a Muslim or a Buddhist or a fucking, if you're Chinese or if you're Afrikaans or if you're Afrikaan, like, you're South African, if you're white, if you're, it doesn't fucking matter. What matters is the behavior. Do you know what I mean? And like, we're all able to, well, not all, but like, you know, us here exclusively are able to fucking judge character, like, do you know what I mean, based on just like behavior and shit, like, and it's just the content of that guy's character doesn't belong on PEINTEINGU. he can be over there. Oh yeah, brother. There's a line that men don't cross. Like, look, don't get me wrong. I'm a bit of a degenerate and a vulgar cunt myself. Like, do you know what I mean? But like, you know, I wouldn't be talking about another woman's breasts in a chat. Like, when I like, you know, I don't have fucking a wife and children, but I do have a beautiful fiance. Chinese. Feckin' degens, like, yeah, and like, I am a bit of a degenerate myself, but I'm not that bad, like, you know. Crack Amico, you better check him out. Crack Amico, is that actually someone you want me to check out, or like, what's the crack with that? It's too close to Crack Amigo, you know. Singer from America. Oh, cool. I'll check him out later. Crack Amico. The fuck is an Amico? Why is it cracked? But anyway, I digress, as Sleep Deprived Bear would say. All of you who have not pressed the right button, you will be subjected to the infamous Garlos. Garlos will assault you. You know, if you do something that makes this nigga take that bucket off, god damn, I pity you. I pity you and your family. Listen to Garlos, like and subscribe. I'm also going to have to create either another character or another sign for Garlos. But I'm working that on Streamlabs. Wish he designed this cool little thing where my little character fucking... Where is he? I can't remember where the fuck... Oh, he's over there. You probably won't be able to see him because it's dark. It's actually so dark in this room right now. This little fella, Hugh the Hum, I call him, with the little devil horns and the fucking holding his halo. Wish he set up a thing so when people donate to the stream via Streamlabs and stuff. So I'm gonna test that tonight. And like, if you see it come up, like, you know, you don't have to join or whatever like that. That you don't have to give it a view or a like or anything, because it's just gonna be a tester thing. But she did this cool little thing where, like, when people donate and stuff like that, you get Streamlabs has this very what's the word? Very distinct little sound effect, like it's like bling or whatever, like, and it comes up somebody has donated in the bottom right screen. But you can customize that and all, like, and she's after putting my little character there, like in a little icon thing. So like when people donate, he comes up and all, like, you know. So the stream is going to quite quickly like improve over the next few weeks or months and all. Like I plan on getting myself a decent mic and a webcam and stuff instead of just using the laptop and all, like, you know, trying to figure out ways to make the tunes nice and clear, my voice nice and clear and stuff like that. Like maybe even get a wide angle lens and stuff so that I can, like, you know, bring the camera closer or stuff like that so you can really see the stuff I'm painting and shit, like. So it's looking good, you know. And God bless Iron Man Bear for sending me a fucking super chat yesterday through the Streamlabs thing. It's not only endearing, but it's morale boosting to receive support financially, like while I'm because this wasn't my plan. You know, like I didn't plan this. Like I didn't go, I'm gonna start a painting stream. Like like I handed the ball and I ran with it, and here we are. And I actually, like, I couldn't be more grateful for I could not be more grateful for this experience. It's already been a blast. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like when I'm like on episode 1,000 or some shit like that. Like, and part of me like hopes that the paintings don't improve too much. I want them to like kind of remain a bit shitty look. Like Bowler Bear said, like they have a certain charm to them, like, you know. I prefer my amigos to not have crack. That's hilarious. We all got a bit of degen in us, but there's a time and a place for it. Yeah, totally. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I like. That's why I gave out to Burn Bear in the Legends chat there a few weeks ago. And like, I don't really interact with the chat anymore. Like, I know a lot of people like still find him entertaining and shit. Like Wobbly Bear did the fucking portrait of him and shit. Like, you know, but like, there's been a few people that have like gotten close to him and like had conversations with him, myself included. And like, he's that kind of person where like he just brings a lot of negative energy to the plate. Too much. So like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, and he's like open about how much he drinks and stuff like that. Like, and every so often he has like a ball out and stuff like, and like, you know, I don't hold anything against him, but like I cut ties. Do you know, I had a phone call with him. I was like, fuck off. I think you're full of shit. Like, do you know what I mean? And it just is what it is. Like, do you know, like a few people have approached me like that. Like, you know, like I'm not going to mention more names because like obviously people know who Burn Bear is. I don't want to be dropping randomers, like, you know. But the assumption that everyone in the bear community is awesome because they're a bear is retarded. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's losing our ability to discern even within the bear community would be, you know, a grave mistake. Oh, there's another ambulance. Oh shit. Fucking ambulance is just posted up outside me gaff. Oh no. There's a few people have died like around here. Like since we moved in, I've seen multiple ambulances like flying up and down the road. Like, oh shit. Yeah, they're pulling in over there. Fuck. All right. Say a prayer for that poor nigga, whoever that is. Which is not on an interweb chat while subject of degenerative comments is in the same chat room. I know, it's crazy. Like, some people just have a serious, like, well, not some people. Most people have a serious lack of cop on these days, but whatever. It is what it is. I've said this multiple times. I believe that the pendulum is already starting to swing. I think, you know, there's been some really good video games in the last year or two. There's been some decent movies in the last year or two. It looks like there's some decent movies coming out. Look, like I know there's some decent video games coming out because I'm keeping an eye on that shit. Some great books if you're into people like Vox Day and stuff. The pendulum is definitely swinging, and it's like it's already in the process. Like, you know, like a lot of people who would be like, you know, oh, it's getting worse and it's getting so bad that this, that, and the rest. Like, and I know if people if people have listened to my Bear Banter streams with other people, or even streams on PEINTEINGU when I go on my rants, that I have said that, like, yeah, the pace is increasing. Things are rapidly approaching a state where it's like utter chaos and degeneracy and stuff like that. But like Owen has said, at the same time as one thing is happening, yes, that was bassy and tasted like banana, for anyone wondering. While everything is like rapidly approaching fucking Babylon levels of destruction, the other thing is happening at the same time. Like, you know what I mean? So but the people worried about the internet going down recently and stuff like that. What was it, like fucking fire cloud or whatever the fuck it's called went down or some shit? I really think that like pretty much everything that we see in the mainstream is at this stage simply fear porn. You know, kind of like Owen was going on about yesterday. I'm still catching up on his stream since yesterday. But with the whole numbers game, with the way they inflate everything, like, you know, it's all fake. It's all bullshit. Like, you know, oh, this is gonna go down and the grid's gonna collapse, and it's like, but we're constantly building new shit. Even the Babylon is building new shit, you know? So like the idea that like at in one, you know, defined moment on a random Tuesday or some shit, that like the world's just gonna like fall apart at the seams and everyone's gonna be, you know, fucking losing their shit and all, like, I don't necessarily think that's gonna happen. Like, it might happen in certain areas, do you know what I mean? But for the most part, like, just like we hear about the world wars and stuff like that, that like a lot of countries didn't even fucking know what was going on until after it happened. Like, I think with the internet and stuff like that, like the way things are going today, I think there's a high probability that everything's going to be fine. Do you know? And like I'm totally down with that. What's that? Like, you know, the real conspiracy theory is that everything's going to be good. Like, everything's fine. Like, you know, like, I think that is actually the thing. Is like, you know, they claw and scrape and gnash so desperately in an attempt to make us scared and to demoralize us and all these fucking things. Like, and the reality is just have faith, you know, have a bit of faith. It doesn't, like, you don't have to fucking like be a Christian, you don't have to be a Buddhist, you don't have to be, like, have any of these labels that like lock you into a certain fucking thing as far as other people are concerned. Like if somebody was to ask me about any of this shit, like, straight up, like, I'm just a dude and I have faith. That is all. And with that, let us begin today's PEINTEINGU. Tunes! Commence the tunes. Where's my drums? Sound like Eminem. Where's my snare? Yo, I can't hear my snare in my headphones. Where's my snare? Well, I don't have a snare. I have something way better. Right. Okay. It's time to paint. It's time to get these bitches wet. I have my royal rag placed upon my royal knee. Yes, I am royalty, you know, being a demigod, former god. I'm like just grandfathered into being royalty. I got a letter from the Monkey King there the other day. An owl just dropped it off randomly, Harry Potter style. He's impressed with my progress. And he forgives me. But we have a lot of work to do. A lot of PEINTEINGU to PEINTEINGU before I can get back to heaven. I never played much video games, only really enjoyed flying or racing games. You're missing out, man. A decent game is arguably better than a decent book. There's something about video games that allow you to delve into the depths of other people's creativity and imagination. to escape into different worlds, to different realms. Challenge yourself mentally and emotionally. And trust me, if you've ever played Dark Souls, you will be challenged mentally and emotionally. My girlfriend has been obsessed with Hogwarts Legacy, and it doesn't look very crappy a game either. Quality of things does appear to be on a gradual rise. I heard a lot of good things about that game. Although I also heard it's quite tropey, you know. Brother Iron Man Baru, you have arrived just in time. Allow the music to permeate your soul as we begin today's PEINTEINGU. 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 Painting you. It's PEINTEINGU. Yeah. Right, I'm already dizzy. Let's dance with some demons. Look, I have no interest in your clothing. Be gone from me, demon. It's not the kind of demon I want to dance with. Right, let's fucking do this. I have become quite proficient at the fan, like Katana from Mortal Kombat 2. Oh god. I miss Mortal Kombat 9. Mortal Kombat 9 was fucking brilliant. The new one looks good, but like, I don't know. Didn't play 11. 10 was good. Oh god. Right. Equatorial Guinea. A giant giraffe. Let's fucking do this. Paint. I want to work on the clouds first. They're looking a bit transparent. And as we all know, transparency is a rigor on PEINTEINGU. A beautiful white PEINTEINGU. Paint. Paint cloud. Pick a cloud. Tiny crowd. I think I will actually have to pick up more fucking opaque acrylic or whatever. Because the paint I'm mixing just isn't opaque enough. Like, it does the job when I need some white to mix or put a highlight on or some shit like, but it's just not quite opaque enough for my liking. When it comes to using the paints on PEINTEINGU, Defenderoo is a picky motherfuckeroo. How could I not have the highest, bar, set the highest bar for the quality of the paints on PEINTEINGU? Of course I should. The paints on PEINTEINGU should be beautiful. Hey, that and big fruffy crowds are big fruffy crowds. one of my favorite things to PEINTEINGU. Are they showing up? Yeah, they're showing. Yeah. I feel like I'll go back and forth and layer them. It'll be nice and white by the time this ends, I think. Haro Denasaru! Denasaru! Okay. I can't see if anyone's being put in the ambulance or whatever. Oh, they just turned the lights off. I don't know. It was just before you showed up, Iron Man Bear. It was a fucking an ambulance is after pulling in across the street. It's not the first time it's happened in the last year or two. Like a lot of old people around here, you know. For the moment. Okay. I think everything just needs a layer right now. Everything's looking a bit transparent. Where's my fucking... Right, let's make some grey. Another layer on that axe of his. Get some white. Some more white. Paint, paint. Hello! Yeah, I'm gonna need to get more black and more white. Right, so we get some grey going. Put another layer on the battle axe. Get it nice and opaque and graphic looking. Black Ops was my last game. Ended up a straight zombie. Ended up a straight up zombie killer. Yeah, Black Ops Zombies is pretty good though. My favorite zombies is still the World at War zombies though. Call of Duty World at War was one of the last, like, to me personally, Call of Duty World at War was one of the last great Call of Duty games. It was set during the Vietnam War, I think, or no, World War II. I can't remember actually. I think it was a bit of both. But what a game! Like Call of Duty World at War had just great levels, and then was an amazing amount of fun online. And it was one of the few Call of Duties to have like dismemberment and stuff like that. So like if you like threw a grenade and it blew someone up, or if you were really close with a shotgun or like a heavy sniper or some shit like that, like people's legs and arms and heads would come off and shit. Like brilliant fucking game. And the original Zombies was made in that game. Nacht der Untoten, Night of the Undead. Like brilliant fucking level. Just you and your lads. Like you could do it on your own or you do it with friends. And you're just in this gaff in a fucking farm in the middle of nowhere. Like, and you just like get, and it's at night, and you just get beset by zombies, like gradually increasing in number and shit. Like fucking endless hours of entertainment. Like Black Ops 1 Zombies was also really good. But after that, they started to get a bit fucking ridiculous, like with all the different power ups, and the levels were more complicated. Like, do you know what I mean? Like they did really lean into the zombies in the later games to try and, like, you know, make them better, or, you know, improve your experience and all that shit. Yeah, I said, like, just for me, World at War was the best one. It was simple, you know. Oh, there's the sun coming out again. Beautiful. Okay. Well, I have the grey out. I'll put another layer on that Tech 9 he's got as well. Tech 9! I mean, if you're gonna give a kaiju a gun, Tech 9. Especially if you want your kaiju to be gangster ass. It's a gangster ass motherfucker. Miggles as a kaiju is gangster as fuck. Okay, right. Now the Metropolis is going to be an entirely different fucking thing in its own right, because it's like, I also plan on putting a little shanty town down here. Like, so that'll take me a while to like do all the multicolored like roofs and stuff and like sheets of steel and shit, like to give the appearance of the shanty town. And then the big buildings making up the city part of it. All waiting just to be absolutely and utterly annihilated by Miggers. Miggers, a kaiju. How did you like my He-Man impression, Griff? Were you satisfied? Jesus, look, we're back in heaven. A heavenly light has returned. It's fucking bright as fuck out now. Like, that's fucking mad. The weather in this county, like not just the country, like Ireland has like a reputation for like mad weather. It just changes really rapidly. Like, but since moving to Tipperary is like one of the largest counties on the island. So big that it was actually split into north and south. Tipperary, like at one point, and the fucking weather around here, like, you know, like clouds will roll in and like you just get like absolutely washed over by rain for an hour or two, and then the sun comes out again. It's mad, like. The good old days of Black Ops. Yeah, fetch me their souls. Yeah, fucking great game. And like Black Ops 1 was a really good shooter too. I did really enjoy that. Like, you know, and there's lots of gravy in that. You know, the main character is called Mason, you know? And like you're looking into the whole like the numbers game and the fucking MK Ultra and all that shit. Like, you know, like that's another reason I love video games, especially like the Dark Souls games lately, like fucking Bloodborne in particular. Bloodborne, I think I've said this before. It's like a mix between H.P. Lovecraft's, like, you know, fucking Cthulhu, like fucking cosmic horror, and like English industrial era gothic, you know, fucking like top hats, like 10-gallon top hats, and like canes. You, I don't want your fucking burger, bitch. It's a really fucking cool game, really difficult game because it's a Souls, like, because loads of gravy. There's loads of gravy in Bloodborne, like alchemical gravy and religious gravy and just like esoteric Gnostic gravy. Like, it's fucking mad. Like, it's also one of the things that kind of like allowed me to build upon my parasite theory. Like, you know, paint. Nacht der Untoten. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the first. The original zombies was in Call of Duty World at War, and it was called Nacht der Untoten. And originally it was just one map, and then I think they put other maps in. Yeah, it was class. Right. Paint. Hey, yeah. Okay, well, Miggles is showing up quite yellow. The sun's a bit dull though, so I'm gonna work on that. Okay, now I want that to be kind of creamy. It's too brown. Hey! Yeah, that's That's more likely. Have a slightly sienna color. Right. It can be quite tedious and requires like focus over a long period of time to do little cityscapes and stuff. Obviously, because of all the individual details and shit. But very satisfying to pull off and to complete. It's one of those things where, like, you can imagine it's like knitting, you know? Like, you're just doing the same thing pretty much like for a while. It can get slightly tedious. But the end result is beautiful. Oh. And try and put, like, you know, slightly different shapes in some of the skyscrapers. Like I said before, the shanty town's going to be the thing that's going to take me a while. But it'll all be worth it in the end. The last handful of PEINTEINGUs have turned out to be beautiful cacophonies of fucking chaos. Love it. The last few PEINTEINGUs have been the type of PEINTEINGUs that one can stare at for a while and just be in awe. What the fuck is this? Bit. Right, now I'm going to have to brighten up, like, at an angle some of these sections. So we go back into our white. Ah, yes, and then we get this kind of creamy. Yes. Yes. I like it. I like it a lot. Flamethrower action was nice. Oh yeah, the flamethrower in fucking World at War was fucking brilliant. Kind of OP, but brilliant. I have all the power! By the power of a Grayskull! I used to love He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Man at Arms was my favorite character. The dude was just legit as fuck. Like, any situation, he was just like, "What's up, nigga?" Just like, or he had a melee weapon or a fucking cannon for an arm, or like, it was brilliant. Like, what was He-Man's cat's name? Big kind of saber-toothed thing that like he rode around on. Do you know what I want to watch again? I know I've said this a few times, like I want to watch Samurai Jack again, and I want to watch this again and all. And I was thinking there the other day, and I was like, oh my god, I want to watch that again. Do any of you remember gargoyles? Because Owen mentioned it the other day. It was like, what do you think the gargoyles are for on like buildings and cathedrals and stuff, like, and how long they took to build and they keep the demons out and all. Like, you remember the cartoon series Gargoyles? I fucking loved that show as a child. I thought they were like some of the coolest looking things ever. And the fact that they turn to stone again when they're like not battling evil, like, was just so fucking cool. What was the biker mice thing called? Was it just called biker mice? Motor mice? Paint. And there's so many good cartoons back in the day, like Pinky and the Brain. I fucking miss that. Like, what are we gonna do today, Brain? Today, Pinky, we're going to take over the world. Paint. Kaiju. Building. Paint. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people ended up liking PEINTEINGU because of the nostalgia I make people feel. Because I'm like that. Like, I get so nostalgic. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my god, I missed that game. Oh my god, I missed that show. Oh my god, I need to watch that movie again. Like, and I think it actually makes sense, you know, now, because it's like we all miss things being good, you know, or things we remember being good. Like, it would be like, it would be funny, but also like kind of disheartening if I went back now and watched Gargoyles or something. And I was like, this is shit. I doubt it though. I fucking doubt it. Like, probably loads of gravy. That's another reason why I want to go back and watch a lot of stuff. Oh god, go and recon gravy from old shows and stuff. There's a fucking shit ton of gravy in Deep Space Nine. In Star Trek Deep Space Nine, there's a fucking shit ton of gravy. What's this? Asking me questions? Just play the music, vile machine. The nerve. Painting goo. Need a squirt. Time to squirt. Just a little bit. Just the tiniest smidge of squirt. Yeah, it's starting to look more detailed. Okay, excellent. I remember when I think it was a letter keeper bear or like somebody who painted on something. He was like, my paintings usually look way better like from a distance and stuff. And like I remember hearing that and laughing because I was like, oh my god, like me too, nigga. Like one thing one thing that really like clicked with me a while ago. in terms of painting and like creating and stuff like that is like resolution is so important. If you approach painting from the perspective of just like, I think I probably said this before, but just if you just put the right color in the right place in the right shape, that is essentially how you create an image. You know, because that's how computers do it. It's just pixels. And like, if I was to get the right color and the right shape in the right place, just go blop, 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 and like, you know, get a different color, go back to the palette, blah, blah, blah. Up close, it might just look like a mess, you know. But like, if you zoom it out, depending on how far you zoom out, it can look incredibly detailed, you know. And that's one thing that I've really like noticed on the PEINTEINGU streams, the PEINTEINGU paintings, is they've allowed me to improve my my overall eye in terms of like, all right, where's something going to go? How's it going to look? What angle do I do the shadows at and stuff like that? Like, it's actually a really good practice, especially because I don't there's no pencil lines. I don't sketch this out before I do it. Like, I just paint everything live. It fucking comes out of a hat, you know. So the fact that you'd even get something remotely discernible means you should head into the description of this stream and give me money. You must pay for PEINTEINGU, lest you dishonor yourself and your ancestors. Okay. Right, let's get to work on the shantytown. I wanna get the metropolis out of the way so that it's just done and it's there. I don't have to worry about anything. But it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a bit of Timmy. A wee bit of Timmy. Gargoyles is a core memory of mine. Oh man, like I have like fucking images like bet into my mind of that show, like, and what the gargoyles look like in the different ones, the leader, the female, the little green dude. Don't know about motor mice, but I remember SWAT cats. Yeah, there was there was a series called, I can't remember. No, I can't. Yeah, biker mice or some shit. I can't remember. You could totally look it up on YouTube, on fucking YouTube, on Google even. Like, they were literally like buff, like, you know, humanoid-looking mice that like escaped from a lab or some shit. I don't know if they were aliens or some shit, but they were like a biker gang, and they like went around on like Harleys and shit, like, and choppers and stuff. Like, fucking hilarious. TMNT was the greatest cartoon ever. I would disagree, but there's a really good argument that the original TMNT was like one of the best cartoons ever. The music, the art, the characters, the idea behind the whole thing, like Splinter and Shredder and fucking, like, you know, really, 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 really good cartoon. Was it the greatest cartoon ever? Is TMNT the GOAT of cartoons? Is it the GOAT? I don't think so. But there's a good argument for that shit. Heroes in a half shell, turtle power. Fucking like, how, like, does that not tell you that they literally just like fucking like program the shit out of your brain? Like the amount of things that you can just like smells, noises, songs, images, like all of these things that you can just like think of, and then it just expands into these like memories of nostalgia and all this shit. Like, it's crazy. Like, my bad. My fucking Thundercats. Yeah, Thundercats were like, I think Thundercats was before my time. Isn't Thundercats like of the same era as like Thunderbirds and fucking like the original He-Man? Because the He-Man I watched was He-Man and the Masters of the Universe on Cartoon Network. That's not the original He-Man. It was like a newer, updated version. It's really good though. I enjoyed it. Don't want it to be that grey. I want it to be grey, but not that grey. There's probably a lot of faggots thinking that right now. I wanted it to be gay, but I didn't want it to be that gay. Admit it. Admit it. You've never seen paint dry like this before. Mr. Whitney Bear fucking. I literally only it literally only clicked with me yesterday that Richard Ford is fucking Mr. Whitney Bear, or the lad in the Legends chat. Like, literally only clicked with me yesterday of the whole timeshare thing and the islands and stuff. Like, and when he left that comment at the end of one of the painting goes there the other day, he was like, he quoted me. He goes like, "You've never watched paint dry like this before. It's like that level of comedy is why we're here." And like, it just kind of came out in the moment. And then when he made that comment and all right at the end of the stream, I was like, "Fuck, that is actually really funny." Like, you've never seen paint dry like this before. It's like, it's shit like that like, you know, like, if somebody was like, "Oh, you should try stand-up comedy," no, I'd probably be terrible at it. Like, I just like, I can't construct a joke, but I can take the piss like a motherfucker. Paint. Okay, you can't really see all these now, so I'm gonna try and paint. I'm gonna try paint. I'm gonna have to use my artistic mind's eye and visualize some of the shanties in between these buildings. If PEINTEINGU just like evolves into me just painting cityscapes and then wrecking them with kaijus, I will be a very happy defender. I mean, what's fucking like? Okay, there's loads of things cooler than kaijus, but kaijus are pretty fucking cool, you know. Hey, hey! Ooh! How are we looking now? Ah, yeah, it's beginning to look like it's populated. Whether it be by little niggers or not, it looks populated. Paint, paint! Paint, paint! Shantytown! Paint, paint! Niggertown! Paint, paint! Part of me was thinking then that what I might do, right, I'm going to get a smaller bitch. This bitch is too big for what I want. I need a tiny bitch. Teeny tiny chisel. Teeny tiny chisel bitch. You'll do. I believe you will do. You would do also. No, go shoot. Sometimes you need a very specific bitch. Right. If you've forgotten, since your last time attending PEINTEINGU, then I will remind you, proper bitch care is one of the most paramount things here on PEINTEINGU. In order to take care of your bitches, you must drown them, beat them, and use your royal rag to get rid of the evidence. Actually needs to be darker because they're not gonna be very bright if they're in the shadow of that mountain. One does not simply build a shanty town in the shadow of a mountain. I want to watch The Fellowship again now. One doesn't simply walk into order. Right, now I'm going to put all sorts of different, like, multicolored rooftops and such on these, because, like, that to me is generally what you see when you see a shantytown. You see all these, like, varied, excuse me, varied, they're all fundamentally the same. Like, there's something about a shantytown that I actually like the favelas in Brazil, like, you know, where it's like, it looks chaotic as fuck. And in a lot of ways it is, like, you know, but there's almost like a similarity to a fungus, you know, where it's like this, like, uniform organism that's been built up over time, you know, like, and there's something about the aesthetic of the favelas that I really like artistically. Demon Hunter, I have seen paint dry like this before. And let me tell you now, it's an experience. Only yesterday I seen paint dry like this before. Wouldn't you know? Oh, that's hilarious. Get him young and get him. Originaru. Get him young. It's hilarious. Like, some of the lads gave me, well, it wasn't just some of the lads. Some of my friends in general gave me a lot of shit when Wishy and I first started, like, seeing each other. I say seeing each other because I don't wish to be too profane, but we all know when we was fucking. She had just turned 16 and I had just turned 19. I think I might have been 19 a while. I'm not sure. Like, her birthday's in October, mine's in November, so we're quite close in that sense. But yeah, like a lot of them were giving me shit for it and all, like, and calling me a cradle snatcher and all. Like, I fucking like the shit. Like calling me a cradle snatcher, like in that context, I was like, fucking jealous motherfuckers. Like, you know what I mean? I swear I was banging a 12-year-old or some shit. Like, but it was pure fucking funny. Everybody being like, oh, look at fucking like. I took the piss out of it immediately. Like, like I rolled with it. I was like, that's why Griff reminded me there. Like, I turned around to the few of them. Like, they'd be like, do you not think like fucking like she's too young for you and stuff, and like you're nearly 20 and like she's just turned 16 and stuff. Like, it's like an age gap, and like an age gap of 2 years and 11 months. Big fucking whoop. Like, but I used to turn around to them every so often and be like, yeah, it's like, get him young, duh. Like, why do you think my relationship is so successful? It's hilarious when you know the details. Like, it's very like it's quite similar to how Owen describes his relationship with Amy. Like, we broke up a few times. Like, I broke up with her. I was like, this isn't gonna work. We're too different. People like, your family doesn't like me, and I don't fucking like your family. Well, some of them. Some of them are all right. I never like. It's funny. I never thought I'd be in a relationship with like in one of those relationships where me and the missus's mother don't really get on. Like, do you know what I mean? I always thought like that because that had happened previously where like I met the parents and they really liked me. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, oh, he's intelligent. He's articulate. He's this, that, and the rest. Like, and fucking wish he's mad. Let's just say she's not partial to me. I find that shit hilarious. Yes, look at it. Look at it. It's starting to form. It's looking beautiful. Pay for PEINTEINGU. Paint. Ingu. Paint. Ingu. Paint. Paint. Like, I never thought I was going to get married. And now I'm engaged. Just like, your plans and God's plan are not the same. And his always wins. Always. That's why I like the term all father and all mother. I think just like you can say it figuratively or metaphorically, I think it's literal. Like, I think we are born from Mother Earth, but made in the image of our Father. And I think the All Father is simply that, the Father of all. But there is also a Mother of all. You've probably met her, Mother of all cunts. Hey, yeah. I've always liked just like sayings and phrases and stuff. Like, one of my favorite phrases was from a cartoon called The Wild Thornberrys. Good show, really good show. was about this little ginger nerdy girl, braces and glasses, who her parents were like adventurers, and they were like living in an African jungle or some shit, like, and she figures out she could talk to animals or something. That's what it was. So it's like Doctor Dolittle in a jungle with a little ginger young one. But her parents, her parents were hilarious. The mother, I can't remember the mother's name, but the father's name was Nigel Thornbury. Yeah, this massive nose, short ginger hair, and like quite often you had this phrase where like something would happen, and like the dad turned around, Great Lord Nelson's trousers. It used to make me fucking break me shit laughing all the time. Like, he was very nasally, like, he had this massive fucking nose, and he was like, and they were British, like, like, Eliza, my daughter, have you found the monkey yet? Great Scott, Great Lord Nelson's trousers. Fucking hilarious. Ooh. Yes, it's beginning to take shape. I love it. It's nothing quite like the feeling when perseverance and patience begins to pay off. Paint, paint. Paint, paint. A pretty good. Paint, paint. PEINTEINGU. Paint, paint. PEINTEINGU. Slap a bit of blue in there, what? Oh god. So gaseous. It's like all the water I drink before and after stream like mixes with all the coffee that I've had this morning. And then because I don't eat before, like I don't have a breakfast. I'll have like a late lunch and then a big dinner, And that's why I'm gorgeous and ripped like an Adonis. Okay. Get ravenous after the streams, I do. It's like, I need meat. It's like that scene out of Dragonheart where the dragon lands in the fucking river and it's like too shallow for him to sink. And all the lads are just standing there like, meat! Meat! If you've never seen Dragonheart, watch that movie. Don't watch the sequels. Right, we get some grain in there. Look at that! The multitude of little villagers living in this metropolis. Little do they know of the Migger. Paint, paint. Smashing. Smashing. Great Lord Nelson's trousers. Smashing. Paint, paint. There's a character in the Wild Thornberrys called Donny, and he was like a wild boy that they found in the jungle. It's seriously one of the best characters I've ever come across in a cartoon. And you're just like, what the fuck? Fucking, that cartoon was actually excellent. Like, Donny, the jungle boy that they found. Like, and then there was Darwin the chimp. I think that's how she figured out she could speak to animals, so she started speaking to the chimp. Great show from what I remember. Nice, I think we're nearly done. Just about. So have I covered all the little buildings? I'm going to go back in and do some more in between here. To produce the effect of stuff in the background. Give me that yellow. Got liquid yellow fever on my palate right now, Griff. How does that make you feel? Slapping yellow fever all over this painting. Now, if that doesn't look like a little fucking favela / metropolis thingy, I don't know what does. I am going to have to go much brighter, though, with the shading on the larger buildings. So, a moment while I do exactly that. Yeah. I might actually just go with just like slightly off-white. Like bone white. I'm gonna need it. I'm actually gonna do this with the skinny bitch. Come here to me, you skinny cunt, you. It's like Posh Spice. You turn the bitch sideways, it disappears. That bitch could fall through floorboards. Okay, here we go. This is basically white, so fucking better show up. This doesn't show up, I'll be quite vexed. Oh god. It's the only thing I don't like about the liner brushes is like they're nice and thin and you can get lines like this, sure. But when you're using them on a canvas like this because of the angle, the paint has a tendency to just like, you know, stay in the middle of the brush. It doesn't flow down. So you have to keep going back to the palette and keep reloading it. It's a bit of a pain. But alas, we press on. Despite discomfort, despite challenges, we press forward. When the markers finally show up from 2 Acre, I'm gonna have to start shaming NATO Bear to send me that silver he's been telling me to send, or he's been saying that he'll send to me. Right, it only took approximately a year, but the markers are finally here. And just turn around and NATO Bear and be like, "You, where's my silveroo?" I wouldn't even know what to do with silver. A fabulous favelopolis. Jesus Christ, that's hard to say. Paint. PEINTEINGU. Paint. Betting you. Paint. Yeah, that's showing up way more. Grant. Lovely. Rovery. Kate Moss Beach. Flat. Oh, stop. How funny is that like fucking that Kate Moss cut, like she's pretty ugly. Do you know what I mean? Like it's that's one of those blatant examples of Babylon. A blatant example of Babylon. It's like, oh yeah, like our top model in London. Get the London look. And she's a fucking foul looking thing for the most part. Like she might be alright looking if she put a bit of weight on, like. All the real niggas, like, you know, need some junk in the trunk. Do you know what I mean? Like a real nigga like myself, and I can imagine you're the same. Grifu, Demon Hunteru, Iron Man Beru, 2 Acre Indie Beru. All of you who watch this on the replay, real niggas. Don't go for skinny bitches. You need something to hold on to. Firmly grasp the bitch. Fucking firmly grasp fucking Posh or fucking Kate Moss, bitch, it snapped like a pencil. How funny would it be if I was applauded from my architectural eye? So much reloading. Seriously, infinitely, forever, till the cows come home, reloading this brush. Like fucking Time Crisis. Paint, reload. Paint, reload. Paint, reload. Ah, we have reached the point, that time of day, where the darkness takes hold. Oh god.
The Waterford crystal experience.
Fuck you, fuck Waterford, and fuck crystals. It's time for raving goo. If you're not awake yet, fucking listen close. Get it into you. Can't be crushing to lackluster tunes, boys. Ah, yes. Beautiful. How I like it. Allow the music to permeate your soul. believe that will do for the moment. I could shade them the opposite way and then put windows in. But I think I want to do some work on the Miggle Kaiju before we end today's painting group. Gotta have something to grab onto. Rock out with your sock out. It's raving. Oh, I fucking love it. Right. There's my other bitch. We have a giraffe to paint. Here come the wolves. It's all in the neck, and the chin, the lower lip. Painting goo. With some funking goo. If I ever get around to making my own video game, like, this is going to be the soundtrack. And some heavy metal. Cyberpunk thinks they're the shit. They haven't seen anything yet. Still haven't played Cyberpunk. And I'm kind of glad because it was like so fucked when it came out. Like, so when I finally get around to playing it, it'll probably be really good. Like. There aren't enough games and movies lately that some good metal in their soundtracks. Yeah, man. Did you ever play Brutal Legend with the fucking? I think we were talking about the other day when you mentioned that song by Iced Earth. Fucking the Jack Black video game with Brutal Legend was actually really good and had some amazing music in it. Like, and it was all like heavy metal and like hair metal and like death metal and all. It was fucking excellent game. We sleep and we dream. Oh, you fucking ruined the drop! I hate you so much! You pestilent swine! How dare you! PEINTEINGU. PEINTEINGU. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. All water. All water, he says. Squirt, squirt. Oh shit! Man down! I've saved him. I've saved the black. Oh.
We sit in the sun, in maze, we sleep, and we dream. Each of us dies slowly. The prison.
Excellent. Looks like a yellow Michelin man. The manifestation of yellow fever has besieged Equatorial Guinea.
And we dream. Each of us dies slowly. The prison.
Is PEINTEINGU amazing? Oh, time not wrong. Demon Hunter Boo. Demon Hunter Barrow. Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I will eventually time everything perfectly. For I am a gamer. It is my purpose. Miggles immediately has more life to him. I'm amazing. That's amazing. All white on those clouds. S'il vous plaît. You and your ilk can get the fuck off my stream. Yes. Feel it. Feel the PEINTEINGU rise from within you. All right.
I demand to know what's going on in my house.
Is it a new world or will it consume us all?
We sleep and we dream.
We sit in the sun and fades. We sleep
And we dream.
and we dream. Each of us dies slowly.
In a prison of our own minds.
We sit in the sun and fades. We sleep and we dream. Each of us dies slowly. The prison of our mind.
That's gonna bug me for the next few days until I start some really opaque white paint out. It seriously is like the most important color to have. Is like true white. I mean that in many ways. So transparent. I don't understand how it's that transparent considering I mixed in opaque white ink. Seriously. What must Defenderu do? Just simply have some white. Don't you fucking start. Carlos is looking at me. Carlos is looking at me with that eye. Through the bucket. I can see your eyes through the bucket and the sunglasses, you little kitten. Fuck you. All I have to do is mention white. That chap starts fucking twitching. Flashbacks galore. Right, how are we looking? Excellent. Tis excellent. Part of me wants to put I think I should put windows in the larger buildings and it'll really like, you know, liven it up. Painting you, painting you, painting you, painting you, painting you. Painting goo goo. Goo goo. Painting. Goo 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 goo. If I have told you once, I've told you 1,000 times, you are no longer welcome on my stream. Your frivolous advertising vexes me. Little squirt, just a tiny one. Just to get the flow going. Much better. Never played Brutal Legend, but looked fun. Oh, it was gas crack, man. It was actually a really decent game. The bluest of earballs because of that drop interruption. Oh, stop. I know, it's horrible, isn't it? You know it's coming and all, like, and then it's just like, would you like to buy? No, I would not. Be gone from me. Don't tempt Griffu. We don't need him hanging around the Nair Sarons. Oh, God. The Crow, greatest soundtrack ever. The movie The Crow? Yeah, it was pretty good, yeah. Soundtrack was alright. I miss that Desmond Duru. I have my own woman and care not for another. I care not for your Saron bitches. Oh, God. it into you. Feel the tunes. Allow the music to permeate your soul. Here it comes. Excellent.
Oh God, he's coming back. Get out of here,
Free before the music, mortals!
What is the most powerful?
What is the point in you, you blatant bitch? Be gone from me. Excellent. Right. I shall leave it there. We have made some improvements on the PEINTEINGU, but I have shit to do and things to eat to. I always preferred full bush anyway. I'm partial to a bit of bush myself. It's very comforting. A man of classic taste. As am I. I'm an old soul. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, bears and barrettes, niggers and niggerettes, I hope you enjoyed today's PEINTEINGU. For if you did not, you're probably a cunt. Listen to Carlos, like and subscribe to PEINTEINGU. And if you would like to support PEINTEINGU financially with your mere mortal currency, you may do so. Link in the description. Click the link, click the link, and pay for PEINTEINGU. Until next time, I have been Defenderu. You have been Beautifuler. And this has been PEINTEINGU. Same time tomorrow. Same place. Same time. I'm repeating myself. Which isn't surprising considering I do this every fucking day. High Octane PEINTEINGU will return tomorrow at 2 p.m. Same time. Same place. Same high octane energy. I have been Defenderu. This has been PEINTEINGU. Be true. Be good. Be true. Be beautiful. Fuck me, I need food because I'm just talking a lot of shit. And I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Have a good one.